Wow. Hello. Hi. Funny story. I've been recording for a little bit here. But you know what I did? I forgot to hit record. So there went the award-winning first 3 minutes of this episode. So, what to say? This is Everlasting Summer. I played it a little bit during the 14 Days of Love, which was my Valentine's Day thing I did. I thought I'd play it through, see what's happening. The problem is I forgot all the names and everything. I do remember Olga because we just saw her sleeping in her bed. They didn't actually show a picture. But apparently we're sharing a room with her. She's a 25-year-old we actually want to bang because she's the only adult in this thing. There's Sylvia was the blonde, the main character. There's also there's Electronic, one of the guys. I'm just digging this relaxing music. And I told a weird story about when I dreamed about a witch being outside my window and some other stuff that was boring. So maybe it was good that we cut out the first 3 minutes. Anyways, so we're back in the game. This is a dating simulation. Let's see what's happening. The water didn't seem as cold as the previous day. So we woke up, we're early. Breakfast is in 2 hours. We try to shave, but then again, we're 17-year-old. Even though we are really in our 30s playing a video game. No, just kidding. No, we somehow magically transported to a pioneer camp in somewhere. Anyways, we're 17, we're surrounded by hot chicks. Life's good. Previous as day. On the contrary, it feels refreshing coolness helped me to brace up and come up with reality. Whether all these events could be called real. The tooth powder didn't seem to be such an outdated thing. A quick thought struck me that it's not that different from toothpaste. Hello, sexy. When I returned to my cabin, Olga was already up. Damn it, she wasn't dressing this time. She was standing in front of me, in front of a mirror, fixing her hair. She smiled gently. Good morning, Simon. Believe in you that believes in yourself. I'm pretty sure I made that joke already. Good morning, Russia. Because of a lack of sleep, my head was still singing, along with the music in my head, and my thoughts were all jumbled up together. However, I didn't regret waking up instead of my usual habit of sleeping in for 2-3 more hours. How come you're up so early? It just happened. Like morning wood. Anyways, and no naked shift once again. I'll do it. No, let her do it. Not a big deal. On my way to the canteen. I don't think so. Do it now. Whatever you say, sexy lady. Did you forget about the lineup before breakfast? How could I ever forget? And what's the lineup going to be about today? We'll discuss the agenda for today. My voice just gave out there for a second. Excuse me. Holy shit. While I was taking a drink, I just noticed. Hey, my mouse is here. Why is my mouse there? There we go. Is that a war hammer underneath her bed? What the hell is this? Olga, why do you have a ancient war hammer? It's almost like not Doomhammer. Doomhammer's shorter. Anyways, yeah, what the hell is there? Anyways, sorry. We'll discuss the agenda. It's amazing what you stare at when you're not staring at the bus line. So, what's the agenda? Frankly speaking, I don't care for what might be on the agenda for our courageous pioneer troop. I was mostly interested in where our that was whiskey. Brave leader will send our little pioneer army following the 12-15 hour maybe. Maybe I could manage to avoid enemy locations. You'll find out during the lineup. Is that the It's Secret cute thing from Suzumi? She gave me a wheelie smile. Well, she gave my Winky a smile. Olga, you know, my stomach is getting upset. I believe that it's okay to miss the lineup once in a while. It could get all nasty if I fail to control it right here and there. Where did all this courage come from? You have 5 more minutes. I'm afraid I'll need more time. Could you tell me right now, please? Sure, I'll try, but just in case it goes down. I'm yelling timber. Fine. Our list of today is cleaning up camp locations, organizing books in the biblioteca, some other minor tasks, and of course, We will have a ball in the evening. Watch yourself. You, you must take part in camp activities today. You bet. Definitely. Now, I'd rather... Come on, let's hit the road. And don't you come back no more, no more, no. I come out of the cabin and hid in the bushes behind it, waiting for Olga to leave. Actually, it didn't have any particular reason to behave this way. But the voice within me kept telling me that I had nothing to do at the lineup other than stare at the girls who are now magically my own age. What is that? Oh, there's a fire extinguisher. Ellipses, excuse me. After the camp leader left, I went back to my cabin and decided to wait for breakfast there. To kill the time, no, just kidding. Well, I'm not planning on taking part of the community life today. Cleaning and organizing, that's not what someone in my situation should be doing. You're given youth again. Go out and use it, man. 2 days have passed, and I'm still right where I started. No, you started out on the bus. The bus left. You're actually in cabin now. And all the residents seem to be perfectly ordinary people. Excuse me, let me adjust my mic here. They weren't involved in any conspiracy, weren't communicating with aliens, and had no idea about the time warps. It's just a jump to the left, and then a twist to the right. You put your hands on your hip, and you shake it anyways. Of course, each of them is a bit peculiar, but those peculiarities do not seem to be out of line at all. Moreover, if I hadn't met these pioneers in my familiar world, I wouldn't suspect anything's wrong, other than me being a 30-year-old and me hanging out with them. They seem to be more normal and natural than, let's say, yours truly. The line of reasoning was quite logical. The logical part was the absence of answers. Ordinary people in an extraordinary place. I have heard and seen that already somewhere. Dozens of pioneers, or even more, live their familiar lives and do the regular stuff day by day. They don't understand that the world around them is not what it looks like. Excuse me, again, the whiskey getting its revenge on me. Okay. But this is their point of view. As for me, I'm not acquainted with this world of Salvaduk camp and its residents, even if they seem to behave the way normal people would under this same circumstance. I've decided, here and now, that I will bang Olga. And that these people's involved in what's happening to me. Can they give me any answers? Or do I have to seek the truth somewhere else? Call Agent Mulder. Ellipses. Just always panting. Again, why is there... I didn't notice that last time. There's a broom there. There's a clock there. There's a map of a guy with a bag on his head who's over here. There's a collection of teeth there and there. There's some expired milk there. Huh. Anyways, it seems I overdid it a bit with the thinking. There's no usual crowd of hungry pioneers near the canteen. So we're even late to dinner. Or even inside the canteen. Most of them probably had their breakfast before 9 a.m. That's even better. 2's company, 3's a crowd. Lena was sitting in a far corner, lazily picking with her food at a lump of vaguely resembled porridge. Having breakfast with her seemed like a good idea. We can have a chat in peace. Or at least try to have one. I was on my way to her table and suddenly someone grabbed me by the sleeve. Oh yeah, you were probably the aggressive or... No, not aggressive, but the librarian, yes. Zoe. Let's just call you Zoe. Get your meal and come. Well, you got to work it a little bit more. Oh, no. We need to talk. What are you waiting for? Well, I can't be ready that quick, Little prep, what's the phrase? Water helps the root grow. Or what on the roots help the tree grow? Something like that. I forget what that was. Anyways, I was a bit confused. Pardon? Is this a bit too sudden? What's wrong? Get your meal and sit down. Sit. Yes, boy. Yes, boo-boo. Anyways, I suppose that she considered her behavior completely normal. Who is Lena? Lena was Lena the shy one? Shy. Anyways, the shy one, and this is the librarian. No, let's talk to you. I'm not sure why, but I accepted the invitation. What if I can learn something new? She seems to be a bookworm. And nothing changed. Minutes later, I was sitting in front of Zoe and with her tray and that simple meal on it. Porridge, 2 eggs, 4 pieces of white bread, a sausage, and a glass of compote. Kaputs. Bon appetit. Thanks. I decided to act as politely as I could and also to eat more neatly without spilling crumbs and food or spilling my kaputs. So, what do you want to talk about? Oh, today at the library, I wasn't listening from the point onwards. I immediately recalled Olga's words about scheduled events. Don't forget. Oh, what? I said, don't forget to visit the library after lunch. Bring the strap on. We're going to have... Oh, no, sorry. I'm reading too much into it. What for? Were you even listening? Nope. Wow, wait a minute. Zoe's face turns red, then apparently green, and then soft purple. Today, after lunch, you in the library got it, dunce? Dunce? What kind of curse is that? Though a pioneer must never use a curse word, how could I forget this rule? Oh yeah, sure. I apologize, of course, I'll be there. Actually, I wasn't really planning to go anywhere, but if you want me to make someone speak, you need to sacrifice a bit first. By the way, what year is it now? I totally lost count. I decided to play fair. She looked at me perplexed and answered, have you gone completely bananas? B-N-N-A-N-A-Anas. Anyways, honestly, that's how I felt for the last couple days. Zoe didn't reply. So, what year is it? I smiled kindly. Jeez. Why is my mouse still there? Listen, why don't you visit the Yes, sexy nurse. I forgot about the sexy nurse with the 2-color eyes. Will you tell me what year it is here? Oh, certainly, and even more. Zoe stood up and headed toward the exit. Wait, you didn't finish your meal? But it looks like she won't turn back. I could have talked to Lena instead. Anyways, I was finishing chewing the sausage, which tasted like a twisted pear. Yeah, usually never good. I wonder if they have internet access here. You could have asked her that. Ask simple questions. Hey, sucks that the Americans beat us in hockey, right? And see if that happened yet. Sucks that we lost Czechoslovakia. How about this Gorbachev? Just start throwing out stuff that happened or hasn't happened yet. See if, Anyway, Pioneer sitting at the table noticed me talking to myself and stared at me. I smiled and waved into him in return. After such a friendly greeting, he, for some reason, left the canteen quickly without finishing his breakfast. Done with the food, it's time to search for clues. Sometime later, I came to an infirmary. I have nothing to do in this place. Well, you have plenty to do in there. Anyways, though the nurse seemed quite caring, it's better to keep it... Aww. Such benevolence is actually scary. She may know something, but I just hadn't had the courage to enter the infirmary. Moreover, I had no reason to. Not a single one. Immersed in my own thoughts, I didn't notice the nurse who was standing on the porch. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Hi there, even the music is porn music. You could just imagine sounds of a wet mud and a shoe in wet mud going. That was a Dave Attell joke. Hi there, Pioneer. And she came closer. Yes, she did. I'm not staring straight ahead. You must be sick. Did you come for some medicine? No, I was just wandering around. Oh, a tyrant, I see. But if you're here, I have a serious task to ask for you. I gave her a look of inquiry. To her face, I was totally looking at her face. The word task made me felt uneasy. It sounded like something inevitable. The nurse smiled spitefully. You both will help me to make an inventory of which arrived today. Both? Who are we? Perhaps I misheard. But what but word could be both. Ah, Lena. See, I could have had a conversation with her rather than the dominatrix. I'm pretty sure the librarian is. Hi. Lena emerged from behind the nurse's back. It's what a back it is. Anyways, it seemed strange. I hadn't noticed her until. Well, no, it doesn't. You were rather focused on this rather than this. It means you're an adult male and not a pedophile. Anyways, come here after dinner. I'll explain everything to Lena. She will tell you what to do. Medicine, huh? Supplies today? But Olga told me that no bus would arrive for the next couple days. So, there were visitors to our camp today? Yes, they arrived from the city this morning. Why are you asking? Just, curious. All right then, Pioneer. So, tonight after dinner, you'll be here. Maybe Lena was barely noticeable this whole time. Surely, she had been remained invisible like some kind of... She had the ability to remain invisible as some kind of ninja. I could do this on my own. No way. There's lots of boxes. And you need a big, strapping young man to help out. Plus, I want a pioneer is always ready. Excuse me. How she always says, a pioneer is always ready. I just imagine, isn't that so... Again, isn't that so... Pioneer. I mean, just look. You could just imagine her doing that with glasses and, pioneer. You're trying to seduce me, Miss Johnson, aren't you? Is it Miss Johnson from The Graduate? Oh, that's what this is. She's banging the male populace, and the male populace is happy. She gazed at me and smiled menacingly. I don't know. I don't want to spend the whole evening doing something like... I want to spend the whole evening... And also, I've got more important things to do. Pioneer. But rejecting this request would really be improper. If it wasn't for Lena, who was staying there, I would definitely think of a way out. Okay, I'll come. Twice even, if you're really good. Hey, now. Nice. That's how a true pioneer should answer. Even after those words, I barely came a step closer being prepared, as always prepared motto. Then you can go. I look at Lena, who is still standing there, staring at the ground. I guess all this time she spent staring at the ground was enough to learn everything there was to know about life inhabitants of different insects. Plus, Lena likes to read. She's probably read more, biological... sorry, there's the mic's right in front of my face, so it's hard to read. I'm having to bounce around anyway, but kind of on some books. Perhaps she wants to be an etymologist. We left without saying a word to her, very awkwardly. That's good.